coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he gets a clean slate and a competition in his new spot in Indianapolis. Obviously trying to eliminate some bad habits. Picked up in New York, but after a brief pit stop in Minnesota, this gives him a chance to continue the trend of veteran quarterbacks who have a chance to excel with a fresh start and a new team.
Throwing Jones. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Malik Washington deep for Miami. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 34.
They're right here.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Tua on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Open man is Waddle, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
At the 35-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Pierce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Down the field, he's got one. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st down, back to Achane. To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Get on.
Tua going to give this to Wright. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devon Achane from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
throwing straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7. Back to throw. Jones. To the right side, complete to Taylor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go.
Shedding the tackle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They'll look to throw here on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
70 Lions.
They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he wisely will throw that one away. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Prater's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin with the reigning, defending Super Bowl champs, the Eagles, at home to take on the Cowboys in the NFC East. And this is Dak Prescott. He gets this one complete, 6-yard touchdown pass. The Cowboys come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Tyreek Hill's got another one. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Tua. Now inside the 25. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Up the middle, Achane. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Devon Achane, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start with a give to Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have...
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over first and 10.
First and 10, Taylor now. Down to about the 37.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up second and 7.
This a second and 7 from the 37. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jones will sneak it. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Out route to Hill, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts 29-yard line.
44. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. And now another one thrown incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Tua setting up shot to throw again. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. This one thrown underneath to Achane. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Dances by him, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. A short one there, caught by Warren. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Jones lets one go downfield for Pierce. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Kenneth Grant. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On third down, Achane. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go. Achane. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Indy set to go on offense once more. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Now a 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw again. He'll drop this down to Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Timberwolves. Hot go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth.